Arlene Foster, you were abroad recently. You've done quite a lot of sales trips for Northern Ireland recently, but the most recent one was in Dubai, and you had some local traders out with you. How did that go, and what are the messages you're bringing back for other businesses that are here?
It was a very interesting trade mission actually, because it was about aerospace on one part, so we had everybody from Bombardier to very small precision engineering companies, and then we had the seafood exhibition as well, so we were joking and saying it was about planes and prawns, but actually seriously it was a very good exhibition for them to be at. We had a very effective stand which talked about Northern Ireland and the whole provenance of the fish, and I hope that they will have done very meaningful business in Dubai as a result of that, and that's what these trade missions are all about. It's about going out into the market, showing the story, not just about cost and price, but about provenance, about the story of your product, and of course about quality as well.
And if there are other small businesses here that haven't dipped their toe in that exporting water, how would you encourage them to get involved and maybe feature on future trade missions?
Well, absolutely, because boosting business, part of the boosting business campaign, yes, it's about jobs, yes, it's about technology, it's also about exports, and we want to very much encourage small businesses to consider going into markets that perhaps have never thought about before, with the support of Invest Northern Ireland, because we do understand that when you go to export into a country that perhaps you've never even been to before, there are going to be challenges. There are going to be challenges with access to the country, culture, language, and we can help with all of that and try to make the contacts for you.
Closer to home, we have Indigenous retailers who are really struggling. We're approaching Christmas. What message would you have for them at this time of year?
Well, very much it's about keeping it local, and keeping it local doesn't mean that you have to do everything in a very traditional way. And more of our retailers are having an online presence so that you can look in the comfort of your own home or late in the evening or whenever at the offering that they have, and then go to the shop and see for yourself what's there and indeed purchase. So, some people feel threatened by the internet and about what it's all about. I actually have seen some very effective messaging and retailing going on through the internet in conjunction with the high street as well. So that's very important.
You've also been well known, I think, for all the measures you've taken on trying to create better access to finance for businesses locally. What do you feel is what are the continuing barriers and the successes that you've had to date?
Well, of course, some of the successes have been around Invest Northern Ireland's access to finance strategy. We've now 6 schemes ranging from mezzanine debt, equity, right down to the small loan fund, which is now being rolled out by UCIT, which is available from, I think, as little as £1,000. So we were determined to try and plug that gap, which we felt was there as a result of what was going on with our banks. And to be fair, they have stepped up to the mark as well in relation to the agri-food loan scheme, which we are now rolling out in conjunction with the banks.
So is the agri-food loan scheme something that's available to small and medium-sized businesses as well as to large ones?
Well, absolutely. The first tranche of the agri-loan scheme is in relation to production of broiler poultries. So that's important that we give the supply chain so that production can then take place and we can feed the market. And we are going to be looking then at the different tranches of the scheme, whether that's in the red meat sector, the pig sector, or indeed in the arable sector as well.